Hello everybody, it is me, the Holy Commentator here, and I need to discuss something controversial. It's obviously the Jews. No, but seriously, I want to discuss free games and the overuse of them that we've had recently, and how I'm starting to get sick of them and how game devs are using them. Not only are you looking at me like I have a penis growing out of my forehead, but I am so sick and tired of every new game being a free game. Now obviously I like free shit, you like free shit, we all like free shit, but the problem is if the stuff you get is terrible or there's too much of it or it's just flat out, truthfully, lazy. For example, if someone gave you a free flashlight, you'd most likely be happy. Now, if there's a storm that cuts out your power or your broke ass forgot to pay the electrical bill, you'll be able to see in the darkness. Now, let's say someone else gave you the exact same flashlight for free. You'd like it, enjoy it maybe, but you still have another flashlight. Now, imagine the next 5 people you see give you the same flashlight you got in the first place with different colors you can pay for. Now your arms are full of flashlights and all of them are starting to become useless. Now after the 7th time of getting a free flashlight, you may start to get frustrated. Now imagine after you have more and more people offering you free flashlights, but this time you have a warranty you can pay for. Or imagine the next people saying that if you don't buy this flashlight, your favorite electronics development company will fail. Or the next few people passively aggressively saying you don't have to buy the new cool flashlight colors, but all the cool people here have paid for the colored flashlights, while quite literally seeing another person across from you selling them roughly the exact same way. Now, maybe my example is absolutely sped and I deserve to sit at the back of class taking hits of Sharpies and drooling, but this issue is starting to get out of hand. Every gaming company somehow has a new free game and acts like it's out of the kindness of their hearts that is free. So, in this video, I'll be discussing these stupid free games. If you guys enjoy the video, do me a favor, like and subscribe, or I'll be in your closet and I'll watch you while you sleep tonight. My first problem with free games is how fucking lazy they are. All these multi-million-dollar companies are releasing this trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Like they wanted to develop mobile games for consoles. One major example of this is Overwatch 2, or simply known as Overwatch 1, or simply known as the Defibrillator, as the only reason Activision made this game free to play was to try and gain back hype for a game that already had a die-hard fan base. Nobody wanted this, but of course the occasional casual Overwatch enjoyer who watched content on the game but never decided to buy it. But the biggest reason they wanted to re-release it is so they can make more people spend the money that they would have spent to buy the game on skins. This seems like a common thing amongst free games. I mean, obviously companies need to make money on the game, so how do they do it? The same lazy ways all these millionaire jerk-offs know how to. Battle Pass and exclusive skins. Now obviously I'm going to blame it on Fortnite and of course technically CSGO, but here's something I really need to mention. As much as I hate Fortnite, it is the only free game I truly respect. Why? Innovation. Fortnite doesn't just add skins to the game, but they make events in the game, add different public gameplay modes, and update the game consistently to try to balance an ever-changing game while keeping to their core gameplay loop and appealing to all audiences. But let's talk about Overwatch again. What do they do? As far as I could tell, they still have wildly unbalanced characters who are consistently unbalanced even after a rebalance. They don't listen to fans, and the new game mode they promised at release of Overwatch 2 had its own issues. Now let's talk about another game like X-Defiant. It was a pretty good game at launch despite its failing. Why? It's a brand new free-to-play hero shooter relying on somewhat overused mechanics that loses replay value every week, especially with a game that is trying to compete with COD, and it's such a nearly impossible task to maintain a game like this. What is the monetization strategy, you may ask? Skins and Battle Pass. Since not a lot of people want to spend money on a free-to-play game that doesn't engage them enough, no wonder this game has already started to fail. You look at new free-to-play games that copy the same lazy formula and wonder what is in the head of these companies and what are they smoking to decide this is the best shit. They keep releasing the same shit. Any semi-decent businessman on coke and a bottle of Viagra can realize the market is extremely oversaturated. The only reason it seems they keep trying this formula is because it's either working somehow or they look at the money Fortnite is sweeping in and say fuck it and try to release a new game that they will end up copying off of another game. Now again, before I get comments like, if you don't like it, don't play it. Yes, I know, but just like Disney and Ubisoft, these companies refuse to learn their lesson and it pisses me off. They use the same lazy fucking formula for every free game. Hell, if you want to make a free game, then simply change the goddamn formula and I am almost certain somebody will personally blow you under the desk Monica Lewinsky style for doing something different. That's how it works for best paid games, which is why I'm so set on hating these new free games that are coming out from these multi-million-dollar corporations. Look at a game like Elden Ring. They sold a lot of copies because it does something different and it is extremely well polished and fun to play. You paid money so you can get something different. Look at a game like Baldur's Gate. You pay the steep price tag because it was different and innovative. You can't really find it anywhere else. It seems like quite a few of these paid games, no, not you, Concord, seem to have tried their hardest to push and innovate purely based off of the fact that they have a price tag on their game. Now, of course, this doesn't always work, but here's the thing. You will never see 18 different copies of Starfield, no matter how bad the game was. They tried to innovate, it didn't work, boo-hoo. But these free-to-play games, most of the time, don't truly try and innovate. You have like 36 different free-to-play Battle Royale type games, and truly only 4 are outstanding. You have 50 free-to-play hero shooters, and you only have like 5 or so that are actually outstanding. So unless these companies find their shrinking testicles and remaining brain cells and try to innovate with their free-to-play games, they will continue to fail, and they'll continue to saturate an already dwindling market. You can see it constantly. You can see the wear on some of the biggest game companies like Ubisoft, which is losing more and more stock price every week. I can easily remember a time when I played Xbox game demos that only contained maybe 15 to 30 minutes of gameplay, but it did something different and it attracted me to want to buy and pay for the main game. But these free-to-play games don't really intrigue me, and I think a lot of gamers feel the same way about this. I think everybody is starting to get burnt out on the lack of variety and the shift to sticking to the same hyped-up premise until it's dead and gone. At the moment, I refuse to play any Battle Royale games because of the pure amount of them and on the market. I mean, like, what is going to draw my attention, and what is a tiny gimmick that will really grab my attention for maybe 2 matches until it gets boring? Same goes for hero shooters. What different abilities have I not seen before? Next to none in all these new games, and there's nothing that can draw my attention. I mean, all of this just makes me reminisce on a time where every year there seemed to be a brand new IP that everyone can enjoy. Look at the games from roughly 2005 to 2015, when every game seemed to push for more changes instead of less. One moment you can play Splinter Cell, the next moment you can play Gears of War, the next moment you can play Dark Souls. Hell, even after that, you can play an EA Sports game that actually changed quite a few things from game to game. But they don't do that anymore. There is no more creativity, no more passion in development teams, or everything is so extremely corporatized that you have heads of companies that only wait to chase the next big game genre and do nothing else. It's pathetic. All the game companies that you used to love are gone now, and it seems like the only people who care about how games play are indie developers who don't have to respond to the corporate overlords. Whew. Sorry about that little rant, but this really starts to push me to boredom, and it's making me play old games like Fallout New Vegas, the original Dragon Age games, Mafia, and even old COD games like World at War. Review coming soon, by the way. As much as I hate this situation, at very least it makes me remember what we lost and what we appreciate more. And of course, I do want to say, we do have more gamers since a while now. There's more people that want to play games. And the thing is, I want those new gamers to play good games. Now, of course, I think a lot of companies can release free-to-play games, but they need to make them innovative, and they need to make them something different that you cannot find on the market every 20 seconds. Now, of course, there's reasons that they release it free-to-play and all this kind of stuff, and following the whole entire rabbit trail that everyone else is following here, and it's because there's a way bigger possibility that if you're to follow a very popular genre, some of those players are going to trickle down into your game. But I don't think it's really going to be working too much soon, and it's going to be pushing gamers away from bigger companies, obviously, and going on to smaller ones that will charge either full price or even half price from some of these AAA developer games. Now, with that all in mind, and my massive fucking rant about free-to-play games being done, let's just go conclude this topic and finish this discussion. Now, of course, just before this video ends, I want to specify to the people in the back with hearing aids that I am not against free-to-play games, but I am against the thing they represent, which is greedy companies that copy each other's homework and give each other under-the-table handies for copying in the first place. The more these games are released and the more skins are bought means the more we have to deal with these stupid game releases nobody wants. It's obvious that we need to make this very clear to executives that this is not what we want. We don't want to copy and paste free-to-play games, but something different that can be enjoyed. We don't want to have to pay hundreds of dollars for a game either, unless it's, of course, the highest quality. Unlike games like Star Wars Outlaws or even Modern Warfare 3, the new one, of course. Make good games, people will play. Copy good games, then what's the point of playing it? Either way, I think that'll be all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course, if you did, do me a favor, like, subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. This is me, the Holy Commentator, signing off for now.